think the Attorney General could speak to this. Like in the last administration, there were tariffs during the Biden administration that the Biden administration did put on steel. They did. They put tariffs on steel to boost American steel manufacturers. There was a policy, there was a specific timeline and a policy objective tied to it. What we're seeing now with these tariffs across the board, it has injected uncertainty, is now the word of 2025, into our economy, so the consumers are feeling it. You were party to that lawsuit that went before the International Trade Court. Oregon, for folks that don't know, has ports. Lots has been written locally, and I mean literally locally and across the country about the effect of this tariff policy on ports. Talk to us about what is happening in your state right now and where things stand.
Well, this is a really good point. I think when you say the word tariffs, it doesn't feel personal to a lot of people. But the studies show, even Trump's own studies show, that most of those tariffs pass down to us. They're not absorbed by these foreign businesses. And the estimates show that it's $3,800 per household in the United States every year. I do not know a lot of people that can afford that. Now let's take it even further. We all care about our schools. We all care about health care. When states have to pay more for goods and services, that means less money for education, less money for health care. 2 weeks ago, here in Oregon, we had The Economist do the revenue projections. They're down more than $700 million here in Oregon. That was directly tied to the chaos in our economy and directly tied to the tariffs. That's, again, less money for schools. That's less money for the things that we all care about. Again, and it's not following the laws that every other president has followed in the past, which really has those safeguards for our economy in place. It's incredibly reckless, and it's impacting us all, and it's going to trickle down, and we're not going to see that impact until we feel it.
I mean, look, General, the numbers really just, this is not an easy panel to silence. And the numbers you just threw out were
it's real.
Real.
The whole thing is real on so many levels. You have, Jonathan, the president today apparently in a little spat with China. A little spat with China.
Again.
With China. Trump said in a news conference today that China violated a big part of the agreement we made, echoing his comments earlier in the day on his social media site. Could you tell me what agreement that was? Because I don't recall any of them.
I was sitting here thinking, what are you talking about? What agreement?
I went to the papers. I didn't see an agreement.
Oh, wait, is this the back down from 145 to whatever?
Right.
And now he's saying it's back up. Is that it?
Maybe.
This man is, does he realize who China is? China, we've got a president who operates, at 6-hour intervals or maybe 60-minute intervals, going up against the leader of a nation where they plan,
in centuries.
In century cycles?
Yeah.
This is what's been so fascinating to me about his particular fight with China. Then you add on top of it, how much of our foreign debt do they own? Talk about ace cards. If Xi Jinping
decided to really play,
President Xi really wanted to play, all he has to do is
call
just
that
say,
debt, baby.
Right, I want my money. Trump better have my money.
General Rayfield, I've got about 30 seconds left, but I do want to give you the last word. This was the president on Truth Social about the Court of International Trade's initial ruling. He said it would completely destroy presidential power. Your response?
Frankly, the way that they're interpreting that none of what the president can do would destroy our democracy. That is the real problem here. It was offensive to watch the Trump attorneys come into court last week and say that nothing we do with these emergency orders, the amount of tariffs, we could pass 1,000% tax on maple syrup, and you can't touch us. And I think that's why you have 4 judges in this country right now, Democrats and Republicans, that have said, no, this doesn't go.